Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. My name's Sophie and this channel is chronicling my journey of living my best life with multiple chronic health conditions. Happy 2024 if you are seeing this in early January when it is going up. I don't know how we're in a new year already. Time is flying. But today I just wanted to sort of talk about what I'm going to be working on for the coming year. It's not really like a resolution per se, it's just sort of something that I really needed to improve in my life for a long time, and hopefully making it the focus will sort of help me achieve that. And that is just sort of take overall better care of myself. So I have the word of the year as self. I thought about doing self-care. I thought about doing boundaries, but it's really just going to be about what's doing best for me at the given time. Part of that will definitely be setting boundaries. This is probably more work related, but I'm someone who, for example, let's say I'm taking off on a Monday and I tell the people I'm supposed to call the week before, like, oh, I'm off next Monday. Can we skip next week? And they're like, oh, like, can you call me? Like, I would call them on Monday, on my day off. And then sometimes they would not answer. And that's the type of stuff when it comes to boundaries that I'm just hoping to just not do this year. I am definitely a big people pleaser, whether it's just my personality, whether it's part of the PTSD, whatever. I want to make people happy. I don't want people to be upset with me. But I definitely need to have better boundaries and sort of enforce them. I have gotten better at this. I sort of started enforcing some boundaries at work with the people I call and just sort of being like, no, I'm off that day, I can't do that type of thing. Or no, I don't work late on that evening, let's do it this evening instead. So hopefully that is going to continue throughout the year and sort of help me just be not as exhausted all the time and just have a better work-life balance. The other thing is more just sort of self-care activities, and that sort of goes more with like sometimes I just don't have the energy to always wash my face every day or whatever. But just taking care of those things that need to be taken care of. So I do love planners. I do have a regular planner that I use. And the months, I will write appointments and whatnot. And then they have weeks, and the days of the week I will put my to-do list for the day. That I've been doing for years. One thing that is completely new this year is this planner. So this is a chronic illness planner, and it's pretty cool. It has a lot of stuff in the front of it, like appointments, medication lists, and stuff like that. But I have way too many appointments and medications to use that. But anyway, so the months are not like numbered, so you could buy this like for any year. Doesn't really matter. But what's really nice is it has these for the week, so you can track like your healthy habits and your symptoms, and that is what I have been using so far to sort of track not symptoms so much. I mean, I am tracking some of my symptoms. We'll see how long that lasts, but I'm tracking like, do I read? Do I meditate? Do I exercise? Do I get in all my fluids? So I am tracking that in like the healthy habits. And then for symptoms, I'm tracking whether I'm pre-syncable, and I'm only counting it if it's like a moderate degree, not like simply like, oh, I stood up and got lightheaded. Did I take a nap that day? Did I crash like I did on New Year's? Did I wake up super early? like I did today. I've been up since like 2 in the morning. Now sometimes the early awakening is going to be hormone related, and that might be what today is, but it also could be that I was more active yesterday. I was up and down 2 flights of stairs a lot of times doing laundry, and I cooked, and I worked. And when I'm active, I normally don't sleep that night. So that could also be. So just sort of seeing if I see any patterns and stuff. Then in the monthly boxes, I'm keeping track of sort of all of my health stats. So like my blood pressure and heart rate when I wake up. If the blood pressure monitor will take it, a lot of times it doesn't. If my heart rate is like in the 120s, for whatever reason, it will not take my blood pressure. It's very annoying. My old blood pressure monitor used to, and then it stopped. So I bought a new one, an Omron, thinking it would, and it also doesn't. So it's kind of useless if I'm like really symptomatic, because it's not going to read my blood pressure. But I write it down anyway. I write down my weight, what time I went to bed, what time I woke up, my sodium, my carbs, my fluid, and what menstrual cycle day I'm on, just to see if there's a correlation to anything, which I don't think there is. I'm also keeping track of what the barometer is doing, because I'm pretty sure the weather impacts my symptoms as well, but I've never tracked it per se. It's just always been like, oh, like there was a big barometer change and I feel like crap today. But I don't know if it's like every time the barometer falls. Not that I can do anything about it, but I just thought it would be interesting. I don't know how long I will keep up with this, because I don't really know how useful it's going to be. I do keep track of all of that information elsewhere, like my blood pressure and weight they're in 2 different apps. I don't keep track of my bedtime anywhere. My nutrition is in a spreadsheet, and I kind of keep track of my fluids in an app. I need to get back to doing that, just to make sure I'm getting in enough fluid, especially with the change in diuretics. It's really, really, really important that I stay hydrated, more so than it was before. But yeah, so that is the word of the year, the focus of the year, just sort of take care of myself in all ways. I hope you guys had a good year, new year, whenever it is you're seeing this. And that's going to be it for this one. I'll talk to you guys next time. Bye, guys.